Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Journey Across the Galaxy. We are on our way to Beagle Point. For those of you who are regular viewers, I'm going to do my standard spiel now. For those of you who are joining the series right now, we are on our way out to Beagle Point. We've already crossed through the center of the galaxy to where the big black hole at the center is. Started out from the bubble over here, and we are currently making our way all the way over here to Beagle Point. Let's go ahead, get off the ground and into space and on to our next destination. I'm playing with just a keyboard, so I always end up having to try to remember the sequence of events for my keys because I don't feel like messing around with the joysticks. I generally do a dual joystick setup when I'm doing like combat and stuff like that, or if I need to do a lot of precision flying. But for exploration like this, I don't really need a joystick. The keyboard is more than accurate enough, but sometimes I just have to try to remember where my what keys in what orders for the most efficient takeoff. So the purpose of this journey is primarily to work on our exobiology skill, trying to get it up to the elite, as high up into the elite ranks as we can get it, with a secondary goal of making enough money to buy a fleet carrier and head out into the black to do exploration that way. The gameplay loop while I'm going through all of this is we hop into the system, we do the discovery scanner like we just did, and if there are, and then we're always going to check the full spectrum system scanner to see if there are any high value planets. If you look down at the bottom on the right, we are looking for Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, and water worlds. There aren't any in this system. However, if there are 15-ish or less bodies in a system, we'll go ahead and do a full-on individual scan of each body in the system so that we can... Oh, these are all really far away. So that we can see if there are any biological features that would be worth taking a look at. But unfortunately, everything in this system is pretty far away, so we're going to go ahead and hop into the next one. So that's the gameplay loop. I generally try to babble. Sometimes I'll have a topic of conversation as we go, just to give you guys something to have some kind of continuity that isn't just loop over and over again of the same thing. I don't really have a specific topic of conversation for today, so it's mostly just going to be me saying what I'm doing until maybe I come up with something interesting. I'm not saying that's actually going to happen, because, you know, my brain sometimes works and my brain sometimes doesn't. Oop, go ahead and get ourselves scooping and discovery scanning, and hopefully we'll be able to find a biological signature here soon. At the same time, I'm also interested in getting a bunch of jumps done as well. It's great finding all of this biology that we've been finding, but at the same time, when we're stopping every other system, we're not really making progress toward our goal. We have 95 jumps until the next waypoint, which is going to be over in this direction, but we still need to get all the way out there. So we still have a couple hundred jumps left before we're going to make it to Beagle Point. So we want to be... we try to find a balance between stopping and scanning systems and also just making a decent number of jumps so that it's not going to take us, well, it's hopefully not going to take us 6 months to get to Beagle Point. Part of me wants to find a... Ooh, I don't like it when... Okay, I don't like it when the load time is extended. It means network issues. Part of me wants to find a fleet carrier nearby where we are and try to sell off our data and see where we are, because if we're relatively close already, we don't necessarily need to go all the way out to Beagle Point. I've been there a couple of times, or at the very least, we can just start focusing. I can just do a bunch of jumps just to get out to Beagle Point. How many systems were in this one? Or how many bodies were in this one? It looks like we're already done.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I'm not sure if there's a way... I need to find... let's see, we're in the BLEAE system. Fortunately, when I went onto Inara yesterday, it did not provide me with... It wasn't able to find that system. I'm going to try again, because I would like to find a fleet carrier nearby so we can sell off our stuff for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it'll make it so that we can see how much money we've made so far, but then also it'll also safeguard us against, you know, having a stupid crash or something like that. If we can just sell our data and get what we need, I'd really like to do that, because I think we're going to be selling at a fleet. Somebody was saying in the comments that there's only a fleet carrier in Beagle Point. There's fleet carriers in Beagle Point where you can sell your stuff. So either way, we're going to be selling at a fleet carrier. I don't remember if fleet... Let me know in the comments. Do fleet carriers charge a percentage of all of that? Because most of the things that you do on a fleet carrier are going to charge you a fee. They're going to take a percentage of whatever it is that you're doing. We're looking for biological features up there in the top right of the screen. You can see where it says features none. We're looking for biological. We want at least 2. Okay, well there's 1. I'd rather get more jumps in if it's just 1. If we can find a planet that has at least 2 biological signatures, then it makes it worth our time to go scan it, land, find the things, and actually go do something with it. It doesn't look like... Yeah. So we're just going to keep on moving.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't generally waste my time with single biology planets. Okay, so we are currently in BLEAEAUB. AP? Alright, well, we'll wait until we're in the next system. I'm just going to keep trying different systems until one of these pops up in the Inara setup. I'm getting BLAE. I'm getting BLAE AUB. Or BLAE? I don't know how you pronounce it. We're getting all the way up to AUB, but we're not getting a system yet. So now we're looking for DV0.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so let me head over to the... I got DA, DB, DD, DI, DO. Next one is DV...
4, 3, 2.
Still in DV0. Okay, so... I'm still not quite sure how the, well, I mean, I guess that's the target's over there on the left, and where we are is on the menu. So that's all right. Let's go ahead and get a scan done here. The next one is AUBIB. IB-C. There are 11 bodies in this system. We'll go ahead and stop here, do some scanning. There's a little bit of a... I mean, to be honest, I'll scan these because it's sort of near... I generally have a limit of 10,000 light seconds for being willing to travel to a planet. If we find something that has a lot of biological diversity... See, like, there's just 1. If we find one that has, like, maybe 4 or 5 biological diversity, then we'll spend the time going to scan it. But otherwise, I'm not going to waste a bunch of time... I'm not going to waste a bunch of time going after... Okay. Sorry, I'm just really focused on trying to be efficient with my physical movements here. Alright, so yeah, there's nothing worth taking our time to go there. So now we are heading to AUBIB. Hmm.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got IL, IG, IA. Just not getting very lucky with the systems that are popping up that we're not going to be getting very lucky with the systems that we're going to and having them actually pop up in Inara. I really wish that EDDB.io was available still. That was my go-to online database for this game, but unfortunately that shut down sometime last year. Okay, can we get... Thank you. You guys are killing me with the... This is killing me. Alright, see. MHA. H. Nope, no MH. Being this far out to the edge of the galaxy, you know, I don't know. It's just not able. It's not able to find the. It's not able to find the star systems. Need a better way to search for things like that. I don't think there's a way to do it in the galaxy map. Don't believe that there's any way to find... Yeah, yeah, we don't need carrier vendors or factors or any... most of this stuff. We need... yeah. Just have to keep trying until we come across whatever it is that we're looking for here. Next up is HBN. I got HBY. I'm gonna assume that HB and all of that is relatively close, so we'll go ahead and do that. Minimum landing pad. Use surface station. I don't want to ignore fleet carriers. Guess we're not going to be able to... oh, I was about to say, I guess we're not going to be able to fuel scoop. I hate it when the little yellow line there doesn't pop up. If you're not careful, you're going to run into the star, and that's not going to be good. Okay, let's go ahead and check the full spectrum scanner just to see if there are any high-value planets here, but it doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh. Don't want to go back into the influence of the star while we're charging our frameshift drive. That would not be good. Okay, let's do a search.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, so I have some... Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything near me. Nothing's coming up, even in the Blae region.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
18 bodies in this system. We're going to go ahead and do a full-on scan of it because we've gotten several jumps in already. So I feel comfortable going ahead and stopping if we find some biology. You know, still want to find at least 2. Okay. Get these all scanned here. Still looking for biological features up in the top right. I have a feeling that we're not going to find anything here, though, because normally by now, in systems with biology in it, normally several planets have, like, at least one. And then you find one that has a couple. Still nothing there. Still nothing there. Come on. Still nothing there. And one more.
System scan complete.
What is this? High metal con... okay, I was about to say... it didn't show any high-value planets on the filter thing, so I wasn't expecting to actually find anything, but you never know. Maybe I spaced out and had a brain problem. Okay, so B-L-E-A-E-A-U-B-L-H. Nothing. So let me do... see if there's another way to find it.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
– 11 bodies here. We'll go ahead and do a full-on scan again. Because you never know. Nothing there. Nothing there. Just gotta keep on going until we find something. Geological 2. That's not what we're looking for, but it's cool to know that it's there. A lot of times when you find geologicals, you'll find biologicals as well.
System scan complete.
But unfortunately, not this time.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Let's try this one again. VLEAE-ABPN. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any luck finding a fleet carrier. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know of a good way to locate a fleet carrier, preferably with some kind of a database, or if there's something in the game that will show me, if there's a trick in the game with using the galaxy map to try to figure that out. That would be helpful as well. It would be nice if we could get what we have sold,
Fuel scooping.
but I'm not sure how to find a fleet carrier near me.
Fuel scooping complete.
No high value planets. Let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some biology here. There's one over here I saw. One more planet. Doesn't seem like we're going to find what we need.
System scan complete.
Oops, wrong button.
Frameshift drive charging.
And off we go to the next system. So we're past the 15-minute mark. So my personal rule for that is kind of, now any biology we find, we're going to go ahead and go scan it, because we need to find a place to land. As I always say every time I bring it up, no, it is not required that you have to land to log out. You're perfectly safe to land in space, or to log out in space. Me personally, I prefer to find a place to set down when I land, because role-playing, you know?
System scan complete.
It just feels weird to me to just be floating out in space while we're logged off. It's just a personal preference thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
On to the next one. Yeah. Really like to get my stuff sold so that we can get the money in our account and not have to worry about crashes and stuff like that. If we can sell our stuff along the way, that would be pretty nice.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, I guess I should probably be checking my navigation pane. I need to put stations up, because I think they show up in the stations. So if we just happen to pop into a system that has a fleet carrier in it.
Fuel scooping. System
What are my filters set up for? Planets and moons, settlements. Oh, I have all of that set up. I just never think to check it.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Dude. Actually, I just want to make sure there was
Drive charging.
nothing interesting there. 83 jumps until our next waypoint, but still a couple hundred until we get to Beagle Point.
4, 3, 2.
All right, let's hope the next system has something interesting in it. So I need to start incorporating into my routine, hopping into a system, popping the discovery scanner, and then checking to see if there are any station. Oh, you know what? I don't think that the stations will pop up until we do the planet scans. So that means if we don't do a full-on scan of the system, we're probably not going to know if there's any fleet carriers nearby. That is unfortunate. Still looking for biological signatures. It would be nice if it would give it to me. So yeah, every time we do a full-on system scan, I need to try to make sure I remember to pop into the system map menu over there. Over here, and then over here. So that I can check and see if there are any stations or anything else. So where is... Oh, here we go. Okay, just gotta get these done. Nothing there. Geological 2.
System
All right.
complete.
Then let's check and see, are there any stations available here? No, there are not. So, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and land on a planet because we're past the 20-minute mark, and that's our trigger to start getting ourselves set down on a planet for the day. So, let's head over to here, get ourselves locked in with the Super Cruise Assist, and then blast our way over to the planet. Yeah, I really got to find a way. I really got to find a. Really got to find a way to find a fleet carrier. I might try to remember to do some research at some point, but realistically, right after I do this, I'm gonna go record several other videos, and by the time I get done with all that, I'll have forgotten. So, and I don't have the best memory in the world. People leave me comments about things and you know, referencing something I say in a video, but after making 4 to 5 videos in a day, and then usually it's and then I schedule them for the next day, and by then sometimes I've already recorded another 5 videos. By the time you guys make a comment about something I said in a video, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm not able to keep track of all that. Alright, so we don't need to do a scan for this one. We just need to get into the planetary. We just need to get down onto the planet, so we don't need to worry about that part. Let's go ahead and see what kind of planet this is. Doo. Come on. Kind of want to go into that ring system there. I wonder if that's possible. I mean, I know it's possible in are there hold on, let me stop. Are there resource zones here? I think they would show up as points of interest if they were available. We could hide ourselves in an asteroid cluster. Nah. So let's get rid of that. I just wanted to stop and check, because it'd be kind of cool to just hide in the ring system there. Put ourselves up there as put ourselves in there as like just another rock in the debris. I generally try to get to the Terminator so that we can have a nice view of the star. So let's get ourselves like this.
Orbital flight engaged.
Go. Sometimes I'm always nervous when I get down to the part where we're getting ready to do the orbital cruise or glide or whatever you want to call it, because inevitably, if you go too fast, when you hit the drop area, it will damage your ship and also stop you many kilometers above the surface, and you end up having to take a bunch of time boosting your way down to the surface. It's a big pain in the butt. Okay, so we should be able to find a decent landing spot here. Let's make sure we're 0 throttle. I'll go ahead and get the landing gear down now. That way we don't hopefully don't overspeed into the surface here. I think All right, so now that we're there, now that we're within 2 kilometers, I'm going to start slowing down a little bit. Okay. Get ourselves pointing at the star. And now we got to find... Oh, I was going to say, now we got to find a flat spot to land on, but that's all right. We found one. Oh, come on. And there we go. All right, so hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to as many people as possible. If you are not subscribed, please consider doing so now so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content in addition to several other perks depending on which tier you choose, so be sure to check out that join button. See the list of options that are available there and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a continuing commitment, there is the super thanks button, pretty close to that join button, which will allow you to do a one-time contribution. Direct support is greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys have been enjoying the journey, and I'll see you for the next one.